Backcountry Hunters and Anglers. BHA is our acronym. NCBHA is your chapter in the state of North Carolina. And BHA is committed to making sure that in North Carolina, we earn a reputation of being thoughtful, mission-driven, action-oriented. Thanks very much to Patrick and Meredith, because they are playing all the notes. This is exactly the kind of organization that we are here to support and work with and make sure that all of this works for all of us.
I'd like to say, I can't believe it looks like this. I was talking to Stack from AFCO earlier, and we both agreed an event that was planned and ran by a bunch of fishing guides. We're proud of this. This is solid. Usually we're like trying to find split shot in the bottom of our grip boats or something. So, once again, thank all of you guys for coming out. Austin, show them how many raffle tickets we sold for this. So that goes straight to the Greenway, all right?
Thank you guys.
Good work, keep running. Thank you, man. Good luck out there.
As far as flies go, you're going to be fishing delayed harvest waters, which means you have to abide by the North Carolina restrictions. There's 25 flies per angler, and with a team you can share. We're not this competition where, you know, people are fighting over rules and stuff. It's relaxed, it's fun. You don't have to measure 10 fish. If you don't want to, that's fine. But last year, if number 2 would have measured all 10 fish and kept fishing for the full 2 hours, they might have beat Tyler and Eli. So it was that close.
Oh yeah,
It
raise
was
your
that
hand, Tyler.
close.
So this is last year's winner. Go ahead, raise your hand. So if you're wanting to know who to beat this year, this is the guy. Guys, this is Patrick Sessoms of Due South Outfitters. Here today, we're at the second annual Due South Classic Fly Fishing Tournament. The tournament, basically the goal is to support public angling access here in the high country of Western North Carolina. In doing so, we're trying to raise money for the Middle Fork Greenway this year. All the proceeds of the tournament are going to support basically a new greenway between Boone and Blowing Rock, North Carolina, which is going to open up about 5.5 to 6 miles of angling access on the Middle Fork Greenway. In doing so today, we're also participating in the AFCO Bank Bag program, and AFCO is nice enough to give us these bags. Basically, all of our judges and participants are given a bag at the start of the morning, and as we're fishing, as we're participating in the tournament, we're filling it up with trash, bringing it back home to get it off our banks and into the right place. But it's a great program, and we just can't say enough thanks to everybody that's involved, from our sponsors to the volunteers to even the participants. Thanks so much, guys, and we look forward to doing this for years to come. Sucks.
Oh my god, it's a sucker!
A sucker. It
It's
counts,
a sucker.
Dude. It counts.
No way. You really want me to measure this thing? I mean, if not, we'll just take it off.
Put it on there.
Just right beside it, sucker.
Yeah.
Let's see that
15.
thing.
15 and a half inches. Yeah.
God dang. I thought that thing felt weird fighting it.
We're here with Rick Weevil of the Todd Community Preservation Organization.
TCPO, we're, as I said, nonprofit. It's just volunteers. Our mission's really to sustain and preserve the Todd community in terms of economy, history, culture, and natural resources. And of course, the South Fork of the New River here is one of our biggest natural resources. We partnered with North Carolina Wildlife Resource Commission several years ago, became Delayed Harvest, because we wanted the park for the community and for public access to recreation on the river.
Sure. And you know, with the Due South Classic being a public lands tournament or a public access based tournament, this is an instrumental part of what we're doing. Today we've got about 6 anglers out fishing at the Todd Community Park, and nonetheless we couldn't have done it without these guys.
It's everything. I can't afford to pay the ticket to go private all the time. That's one of the things you count on, you know, like the everyone's land that no one can keep you off of. Where can I go for free? Where can I go with my license?
Everything is going away so fast. I've only been here 6 years, and I would say 35, maybe 40% of the water that I used to fish, I can't fish anymore. That's a struggle every year to find new places to fish that aren't overcrowded, overworked, too much pressure. It's driving fishermen out of the area, that's for sure. Pretty much, if there's running water in this area, there's fish in it. And unfortunately, if you don't belong to the club or if you don't own a house in that development, you're not going to be able to fish that water.
Public lands, to me, growing up around here and seeing everything go private, what it means to me is getting younger anglers out here, basically try to preserve it for the future. So kids can get out here, learn the traditions. Fly fishing is a fun sport. In the public waters, the more kids I feel like can get out here, and just generally everybody out here having a good time.
It just gives more room for people to fish, and everybody can do it. Because if you're not really like if you don't have a lot of money, you can't go out and fish a private body of water. That's normally where we fish.
Well, it's so important because it allows people who don't have all this land to be able to get out and like experience what rivers are about and how we can enjoy them by like kayaking and fishing, and it just shows you like how awesome like our area is around us. And when people start putting these signs up saying like, hey, you can't come here, it just bums us out because that's a piece of land that we're not allowed to enjoy. Yeah. It's really frustrating.
Grandpa was a working man, so everywhere we fished was public access. I mean, from the time I was probably 3 years old and I started fishing with him till, just 2 years ago, I think was the last time we fished together. And then when he started fly fishing, he taught me how, and we learned together. So, yeah, it was public access was important because it's the only way him and I could fish together.
All right, so we're out here at the Valle Crucis Park, and it was warm this morning, but it's kind of starting to get chilly. I think there's a storm that's kind of pushing in, so it might throw the fish off for the afternoon, but a couple teams that have come in with 35, 40 fish, some big fish being caught, and we're about to get some hot dogs, and being a good day so far, so hopefully it doesn't rain on us.
You should have seen me running down the river. I mean, ask Jake. It's the most athletic thing I've ever done in my life.
Jake, oh God.
Thank you, sir.
Are you ready for your close-up?
Anybody notice that we're not fishing the lower end of the park this year? See the big sign?
It's private.
So basically, the reason we host this tournament is to raise awareness about how we're losing public fishing access in the high country, right? And we have a great example of that less than 200 yards from us. If anyone fished last year at the park or fished a tournament, you know that you're able to fish all the way down to what we used to call the Adirondack hole. It's gone now. There's a huge sign at the bottom of the asphalt trail saying that it's the end of the delayed harvest. Anglers aren't permitted to go down there anymore. So that exact reason, just shows and manifests itself as to why we need stuff like this, why we need to raise awareness in the high country about promoting public angling access. So we appreciate you guys being here to help us out. if you see other anglers or guides working, you have to fish around them, okay? So you can't go up to a person and say, hey, I'm in a tournament, you gotta go. Oh no, if they're there, they have all the right to fish it. So you can wait to fish that hole or just fish something else. Just a heads up, river etiquette is absolutely paramount, okay?
What's going on, guys? We're at the Classic, year 2. I'm the cameraman again. This year's been awesome. The toughest part for me this year is trying to be at the right place at the right time. There's been a lot of big fish caught and I haven't been around, unfortunately, but that's just usually how it goes. But yeah, it's been a great event, and we're just getting towards the end of the day. So we're gonna check on a few more groups and then head back to the shop and hear how everyone did.
Max, give me a little update on the day for these guys.
They've been killing it, man.
Yeah?
Drayton found a good pot of fish. Kristen tore it up this morning. That's about the 15th fish he's caught out of this hole.
It's a sucker.
That's a native trout. That's like 6 fish.
That's a money fish.
Hell yeah.
I'm cold now, though. Now I'm supervising, making sure Travis ain't doing anything dumb. That's about it.
It's a good stick. Lay it on the side of the river.
We're picking up trash with the bank bags and
Getting some trash?
yeah, dude, I wrestled a mailbox out from under a tree this morning. That might be a little overkill, but Shane down there tried to wrestle a tire out from under the bank. It was like 3/4 in the bank.
He couldn't get it out.
Couldn't get it out. He's sitting there with a stick, and eventually he just said, "Nah, forget it, dude."
What's up, guys? This is Patrick. We're taking down some marking tape here for the beats. We've had a great day. It's been a little chilly, a lot windy, and angling's been pretty good from what I can gather. And also, we've picked up a ton of trash. Thanks to AFCO for donating the bank bags. And once again, thanks to all the sponsors. We couldn't have done it without these guys. We raised a good bit of money for the Middle Fork Greenway, and it's been a wonderful day. But thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Scotty, you met Mitch, didn't you?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I think we're good on that one. Thank you guys again for coming out, volunteering, participating. We really, really appreciate it. We're about to hand out some awards. We've got some plaques for you guys, and then a fun little big fish award. But the award is just a plaque. But I wanted to let you guys know that this afternoon I crunched some numbers, and throughout this weekend we are going to be able to donate roughly $2 grand to the Middle Fork Greenway. Sweet. So that's not Patrick and Meredith donating, that's all of you guys putting in work for it. So we really appreciate it. I know that they really appreciate it. So third place team is Peyton and Roger. Second place is Clay and Preston.
Did you measure that sucker?
Absolutely.
For the second time since we've been having it, which is 2 times, Tyler, Fournette, and what is your partner's name? Forrest. Yeah. Oh my gosh, sorry. I want to call you Eli, but. And then Big Fish Award, we've got a plaque, and then we've got a whale with a streamer hook hanging out of its mouth. We were going to paint it gold, but we didn't have enough time. So Big Fish Award this year goes to Sean with 24.
Hey.
Had to swim for it.
I mean, thank you guys again for making year 2 such a success. And as far as I know, there's going to be a year 3, and we're thinking about switching some more stuff up. So be on the lookout.
Yeah, thanks a ton, guys. We really appreciate it, and so does the Middle Fork. And also, part of the proceeds are going to go back to the Valle Crucis Park and Todd Island Park as well. So all 3 of those areas really benefited from today. And, you know, it's nice because we give anglers a good name doing stuff like this, you know, and that's really imperative. I mean, it's our job to do it, to keep the tradition alive and pass it on to little guys like this, you know. So thanks a ton, y'all. Really appreciate it.
Good job, y'all.
Sweet.
Your plaque's upside down.
Enough for real.
Last draws too.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Well, I'll tell you what, old son.
Long day, right?
Heck yeah, brother.
Yo, Jake, give me some thoughts of the day.
It was a good time,
Closing
you know.
thoughts.
Shout out to Africa for the hat. Shout out to Due South for the shirt. Shout out to Scotty for the film. Shout out to Ford for the truck. Shout out to Jesus for the fish.